Coming up in this episode, I have some breakfast. A cow scratches its neck on some dry stone wall, and I reach a new level of misery as the Gore-Tex is penetrated. Welcome to day 3. Yesterday was really tough. A real few nights of lack of sleep, and I was even mistaking lawnmowers for cows, to be honest, at one point. Very tough sort of final half. But today, feeling refreshed for sure. Much later start, about 9 o'clock. So heading towards a little village called Dent, hoping the village stores is open with plenty of snacks. And then we're going to head up to Whernside, the peak of the Yorkshire Dales, as we drop down to the valley and make a decision later on whether to wild camp or, well, I'll be honest, I found a campsite with heated flooring, so pretty excited about that. Let's do this. Well, after a smooth start on the damp tarmac, I'd be venturing well into the Yorkshire Dales today, but despite a smidge lower climbing and mileage, the peak of the Dales was ahead, so of course, breakfast would be key. Today, the platform for grub would be in Dent. Known for its knitting trade, Dent was a hive of activity in the 18th century with men, women and presumably non-binaries crafting gloves and socks aplenty. These days, it's a little more sleepy, and everyone seems to be called Roy. After multiple breakfasts and much chatting with the locals, I had virtually doubled my body weight, but at least the worst of the weather seemed to be moving on. So I told myself anyway. A quick luxury public toilet visit completed. This is how the route was beginning to pan out. With a short collaboration with the River Dee, I'd be heading south from Dent to hook on around the ridgeline and towards Whernside, the peak of the Dales. So we just started our ascent from Dent. Very tactical breakfast, that one. Essentially ate as much as I could. There's not much life for the rest of this route, which is the best part of 25 miles. It's lost us 2 hours of rain, so hopefully, I mean, it's easing up a little bit now. Should be done by 3, so hopefully the worst of it's been avoided. Really good, feeling decent now, refreshed, but yeah, long 2 decade miles to go, but here we go. What the hell am I going to do here? With the tadpoles and Herdwick sheep doing their best to guide me through the boggy maze, there was still quite a stretch ahead as the weather forecast decided to release a surprise new album. So these last couple of miles have been absolutely horrendous. Countless streams and well, just everything cutting across you. You've kind of got 3 lanes. You've got the main path, which is completely flooded. You've got the left lane and the right lane up the side, and it's just deciding which is the least wet. There's absolutely no dry option. Feet are soaked, and we've got this. At this stage, if you couldn't tell already, I was pretty miserable, and the thought of the nearest Wetherspoons being over 50 miles away really wasn't helping the case, so I got my head down and dreamt of ordering a bowl of peas to a random man for entertainment purposes. This turned out to be quite an effective method, as Whernside revealed itself at 736 metres tall. really did take some doing that. But we made it to the peak of the Dales, Whernside. Not even that high, but that felt grueling. I think the weather just made that so much worse than it could have been. But we're hidden by the wall at the minute, just with the weather hopefully turning. No chance of rain, they say. We'll see. But nothing more I like than a delicious meal on top of a mountain, especially one that I've squashed several times by shoving in everything I possibly could in the bag. So looking forward to my hoisin fresh and fragrant, although bought 2 days ago, squashed meal.
After a long climb, the summit of the day was ticked off, and keeping a southerly flow towards Ribblehead was key to continued progress. I just needed to get down this massive hill first. With Ingleborough in the distance, the Dale's second highest mountain, it was Ribblehead Viaduct that would take centre stage. Built to improve trade between England and Scotland, it took over 2,300 people almost 5 years to complete the masterpiece.
So we're down from Whernside now. That was a real slip and slide. I suspect it was a different story yesterday before the rain, but yeah, only one up there and I can see why. I think we're going to dip down the valley towards Settle eventually and try and do some wild camping around there. Big day tomorrow, looking forward to that. I just want to be as near to Skipton as possible to press the reset button essentially on getting clothes dry, because I haven't got many dry clothes at the minute. Everything's in a bit of a need of clean and everything, and my shoes are like 2 fish tanks, so we'll see how we go, but hey, it's dried up for now.
As I queried the diet plan required to pass through this footpath entrance, I met a friendly cow as we discussed why most people think consuming cow milk is less weird than oat milk. Anyway, back to the route map, and with a longer yet flatter route. That soon was to end with a hilly finale routed from Horton in Ribblesdale.
So we've gone through quite a few little villages now. We've turned the corner and we're now ascending to Malham Tarn, the site of our wild camp tonight, hopefully, all being well. Second half's been much sunnier. It's been lovely. The solar chargers on the top of the bag, that's doing a great job. We've even got a little washing line going on at the back as well, so feet are just about holding up. Hopefully set up before lights are out, so that's the plan.
And with today's course coming to a climax, the sunset was truly stunning, and with the sharp hills, the glorious glow kept repeating itself as I plodded my way towards Malham Tarn, where the nearby Malham Waterhouse was built for Lord Ribblesdale in 1790. The tarn itself is the highest limestone lake in Britain, and a thriving host to aquatic plants that can handle the alkaline lifestyle.
So day 3 done, parked up, wild camping in this beautiful part of the Yorkshire Dales, just past Malham Tarn. So yeah, starting to feel like we're making progress. I think we might touch the Peak District tomorrow, so that's pretty good going. But yeah, a day of 2 halves, absolutely soaking to start with. Played it fairly tactically well with the rainy patches, and obviously made sure I had a big breakfast just to make sure that the rain got out of the way. But yeah, there were hard points going up to Whernside where it just seemed like it was never going to stop. But the second the sun came out, dried out, and the sun stayed there, and it was absolutely stunning for the remainder of the way. So yeah, the Dales have been absolutely stunning. But I'm looking forward to crossing into the next national park, hopefully tomorrow. We'll hit the reset button with the clothing, hopefully at the laundrettes, and yeah, all that fun. Looking forward to it. See you in the morning.